And we're back, fellow knife and outdoor gear enthusiasts.
Jewel, just Jewel. This week we're not just showing you knives, we're showing you your future. Crystal ball. Whether that be a knife you use every day to take on the tasks of the day, a stunning blade you can't help but display and show off, or something to use and pass on. We've got it all on today's AK blade.
Whether they're hailing from Civivi and WE,
Boker and QSP,
CJRB, and
Artisan. There really is something here for everyone, so let's get to the table, starting with the Civivi Nugz Linerlock.
Alright.
So, 4 options: blackout, micarta, wood, and carbon fiber Damascus, because when you're Civivi, you never miss the opportunity for carbon fiber Damascus.
Nope. 7.44 inch when fully opened. Has 3.17 inch 14C28N reverse tanto blade. Flat grind, 0.12 thickness. Jimping and comes to about 57 to 59 on the HRC scale. Finishes vary from black stonewashed, is that correct?
Black stonewashed.
Black stonewashed to sateen.
Unless you're looking at the Damascus version, which we are.
Which is just Damascus.
Yep, so it comes to 5860 on the HRC scale, Damascus, obviously, and, no finishes. Handle scales range from black G10 to green micarta to Gilrisha wood to 12 carbon fiber laid over black G10. So, blade is opened with the jimped back flipper stud or with the thumb slot. So, there you go.
Here it is.
Operating on cage ceramic ball bearings, blade is disengaged with stainless liners. Each of these liner locks has a tip-up pocket clip and was designed by Matthew Werwine.
Starting at only $56.95 from AtlanticKnife.com.
Lay it on them.
Lay it on them.
Lay it on
Well,
them.
I like the Damascus of this knife. I'm starting to really like the larger blade, smaller, thin line handle. Carbon fiber, even though it's been around for eternity, is still one of my favorites. So I think it's a very nice blade. I like the curve of the blade also. And reverse tanto was the way to go with this model.
Nice. So styling kind of reminds me of the X1, which is good, but it's still different in terms of the blade cut and the opening. Comes with pouch, cleaning cloth, and stickers, and like the norm, which is good. I wish they had gone full 12 carbon fiber. Laying it over G10, I feel like is like a cop out. You just, didn't want to pull full on there, so you overlaid a G10, which I think you could have just done full. But for the price, you do get a sharp budget carry. Of course, Civivi's more than capable of pushing out awesome budget carries, either as Civivi or Sencut. I don't know if this will stand alone like the cheese. We'll have to see.
Great.
That was a pity laugh.
No.
Yeah.
You know what the weather's been like here all week? Raining.
Ah.
Next up on the table is the WE Swiftfin. 5 versions. We have the most out there model, I guess you would say.
Yep.
Take it away.
Alright, so we have the WE Swiftfin, which is 9.05 inches when fully deployed, and has a 3.8 inch CPM 20 CV steel modified clip point blade with flat grind, 0.13 inch thickness, and comes to about 59cc1 on the HRC scale. This version shows off a hand rubbed satin finish, while the other options may sport polished gray, black stonewash, or polished bead blasted finishes. There's also a Damascus option.
Of course there is.
Surprise, surprise. Each has a 6AL4V titanium handle along with backspacer slash lanyard hole, tip-up reversible pocket clip, and hardware.
The blade is deployed with a jimped back flipper stud.
Yep.
Or a thumb slot.
Yeah.
Disengage with the frame lock.
Hold on.
I went too fast.
Yeah. Alright, and disengage with frame lock. There you go.
Alright. Operating on cage ceramic ball bearings, designed by WE Knife. Weighs just 5.49 ounce, comes with a pouch, cleaning cloth, and the infamous, but always inclusive, stickers.
Yep. So you can get a Swiftfin starting at the swimmingly amazing price of $2.89 from AtlanticKnife.com. So I like all the fins that WE has done, high fin, low fin, middle fin. Though I do think we need to start incorporating other fish part names aside from fin, but that's just me. Anyways, this option is probably the most unusual. I really like it. I love the hand rub satin finish that's on there. I like the wide belly of the blade. I like the size of the handle. I like the milled circles, and I like that they did something different. They did like different directions. The coloring is bold. I feel like not a lot,
Bold.
yeah, not a lot of people will like it, but I do. I feel like probably the polished gray, bead blasted options seem like they'll be sought after, maybe even the blackout, because it's at a slightly lower price level than the others, so I think it's at the same one as this one, so. Well, we'll see,
Very
like the
good.
others, you know.
I love it. It's great. It's a big knife. I see what they've done now.
I should let you.
They have separated their WE line. They're not giving you any of the little, smaller WEs. They're giving you a nice, large, well-built titanium, high-end knife every single time. So you can't beat that. And I also like this one. I'm not sure if it reminds me of something. This color combination. Can't quite remember what it is, but it's very nicely done. The darker the blue here, the little WE on
Really
the pocket
brings
clip.
out the texturing.
You know what? It really ties the room together.
It does.
That's what I'd have to say. All right, can't beat that. Move us on.
Okay, so let's hit the next knife, the CJRB Nova. Now, there are 5 options. Yeah, and we have all 5. See, nice work. You know, we don't give you enough credit. AK'ers makes it happen. So we got 5 different versions. So, it is 7.9 inches when fully opened and has a 3.45 inch AR RP9 steel Tonto blade with flat grind, jimping, and either a black PVD coating, like this one, or sand polished, like these 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Blade can be opened with dual-sided thumb studs or with the dual-sided thumb studs.
Yep.
While operating on cage ceramic ball bearings, blade is in disengage with Linerlock, just like this.
Yep.
The handle material comes in various G10 color options. Thinking about a vehicle. Each has a tip-up reversible pocket clip and was designed by Christian Porterfield. Good start to your name. Grab a Nova to brighten up your day for just $44.95 from AtlantaKnife.com.
Yeah, here you go.
Well, I think we see so much high-end stuff that getting a basic G10 knife with AR RPM 9, which is kind of like
We're
B2,
jaded.
it's kind of like, well, you know. But now it's $49, $44. That's a good deal. I mean, this is
It
a
is.
nice design, and I would be happy to have this as my rat replacement. But unfortunately, I don't need a rat replacement. Wow, I like the cut on that blade.
The beveling.
Yeah, that's
It's insane in the membrane.
very nice job this time. So this is one that I would pick up if I were
Needing an everyday
purchasing
blade.
in the $45 area, definitely.
Yep, I think CJRB did another great job with this one. Excellent size, standard options, and then the fun blue one. It does have the AR RP9 steel, which I know some aren't super keen on, but it's Artisan's own steel, so of course they're going to use it more often than anything, and I haven't seen any issues with it. Just kind of reminds me of D2. Opens well with one hand and is disengaged without trouble. It's got the reversible clip for the lefties out there. Good price and a good knife.
Can't beat that.
Yep, so we've got more carries where those came from, but first make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell. That way you're linked with AK, notified whenever we release new stuff, and so you're automatically entered into giveaways.
It's the final week of the July. It's for Joker's giveaway. You have one more week to get yourself entered to win a brand new Joker Arizo, 2 Kydex sheaths, Ferro Rod, Fire Striker, and extra paracord.
Yep.
You can enter here or double your chances, maybe even triple, by becoming an official AK member via the link down below.
Along with answering the AK trivia question. Alright, anything else you want to tell them?
We have deals. We have deals all the time. Check out our deal of the day. It's on there every single day.
Every single day.
Now that's part of the slogan, isn't it? See how
Yes,
that works?
I
Can't
managed to
beat
cut
that.
myself somehow. I don't know.
That was all Jewel too, by the way.
Was it?
We don't give her enough credit for what she does around here.
Alright, that brings us back to the table. We've got the spotlight on the QSP Turtle Punk. We've only got 2 options right now, though I am sure more are on the way because this is QSP we're talking about. So open, this version is 9 inches with a 3.5 inch 14C 28N Tonto blade with stonewash finish, jimping, and single plain edge. Blade opens with dual-sided thumb studs and operates on ceramic ball bearings.
Well, it's a thumb stud week, isn't it?
It is a thumb stud week.
Blade is in disengage with Linerlock. Handle scales on this one are multicolor G10 with lanyard hole and tip-up reversible pocket clip. Designed by Keanu Alfaro. This knife can be yours beginning at just 79 bills from AtlanticKnife.com.
So many Matrix references, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. All right, so the other version that we offer.
Realize there is a spoon at all.
There is no spoon. All right, that we offer has a champagne ceramic coated finish 14C20 Tanto blade with like a black-green GTN handle, and it's just $92 from AtlanticKnife.com. All right, love the options. Okay, I know there's only two, but they stand out so much, and it's not just like a flat. It's like a, I don't even know. You know those little studs that people used to put on their jackets? They're like squares. And they
lapel pins?
like little pyramid studs. Like bedazzling.
Oh, like Janet Jackson in her 1989 video.
Yeah. It kind of looks like that on this handle when you like turn it.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got me convinced.
So that's cool. But I have seen the coloring before multiple times. I mean, the Maxace Halictus, the Bow Steed Thunderbird, just to name a few.
Well, you've also seen Black G10, so.
That's true. That's true. Aside from that, it's a very interesting blade. I love the jimping. No back flipper, but they can't all be back flippers.
Can't all be back flippers.
No,
if you fell down, wouldn't be that fun.
All right.
All right. I like the knife. I kind of wish this one did have the thumb stud.
The back flipper?
Yes.
Because it's got thumb studs.
It's got thumb studs. I'm sure of that. Because I actually like this knife. I'm really starting to like this. If you notice, I don't know how it happened, they all have this kind of little curve to the knife right in the section there. This is not reverse tanto, but almost tanto, not, you can see. And that beveled part there. It's like every knife, except for this one, has done it this week. And it's like they're colluding against us or something. I don't know. But I like the design of this, and I've always liked this. I don't think I got a Halictus. I wanted one, but I think they were gone before I made my final decision. So I was kind of disappointed about that. So I probably will pick up one of those.
That's very, very, very nice.
All right.
Go ahead.
Next, we're looking at the WE Attor. 5 versions, one of which is, you guessed it, Damascus.
Yep.
We're sporting the polished gray. So each of these frame locks has a 3.55-inch CPM 20 CV steel modified Persian blade with a flat grind, single plane edge, and various finish options. This one has polished gray. Open with dual-sided thumb studs or thumb hole. Disengaged with the frame lock. Operating on cage ceramic ball bearings. There's no other way to do your ball bearings. These high-grade blades are sure to add the extra touch to your pocket or your collection at this point.
Yep. There are several styles of titanium handles to pick from. Some have machined holes, some have damascus, some are even the classic smooth titanium like this one. They have tip-up right carry pocket clips, 6L 4V titanium accents, and hardware. So designed by Delbord Burgum, each comes with a pouch cleaning cloth and stickers.
They begin at just $352.75 from AtlanticKnife.com.
Alright, I'll
let you hold it.
You let me? Okay.
Yeah, I'll end up turning it into a pterodactyl. I like the knife, but not as much as the other WE this week. Now, I do like the solid, milled out, yes, I made me forget the words, handle. That's awesome. And it's very well done. I mean, everything on it is perfectly done, as always. Even the blade color, it's not exact as the other one, but it matches, it goes well with. The hardware is perfect. I love the pocket clip.
You love the pocket clip.
Yeah, I'm not big on the little lines in the frame lock part, but you know what? If I made it, it'd be $750. So yeah,
that's probably true.
Take me 18 times messing it up to get it right.
Yeah. So always with high-end WE knives, you get quality and a really stunning blade. I think this is probably one of their most unique and still like applies to everybody. It's very interesting how it kind of looks like that, and I like the polished gray. I feel like it kind of brings out the blade and the handle more. I just like the polished gray.
Yeah.
It just looks good.
It's not, I realize now, it's not a pterodactyl. It's a pelican. Yeah, it should have been called the Pelican, but I think those names have been stolen. Taken, used. Don't quote me on that.
He doesn't know what he's talking
No, I
about.
have no clue. I've
Cool.
never heard of a pelican in my entire life. I've never even seen one. Nothing's ever flown into my mirror or my car.
We plead the fifth. All right, cool blade shape, and the options are different, which gives each blade its own look. I have to pose the question. I mean, I like the hardware. I like that they did like a little bronze accent and the damascus around the clip. I mean, around the pivot. I have to pose the question. Oh, did you know it was like built into the frame lock there? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
That's cool. Okay.
It was nice, wasn't it?
It is nice. And I do like the full spacer there. It's not a spacer.
No see-through chassis, but it's just a
Yeah.
full back spine, I guess
Yeah.
you would call it.
It's like integral type of thing. Okay.
Well, it's like they do on some of the Reeves integral locks.
Yeah.
Some of Chris Reeves knives are done like that.
Right,
I
why it
like
reminds
that.
me.
That's why you remember it. Exactly.
All right. I do have to pose the question. Just it's out there. How many 200,
Get your umbrella.
100 knives?
Hey, we have umbrellas at AK.
Look.
Take them right down to your parade.
Every week you got a $300. It's like I love WEs, but the mobs are just flying out of pockets. There's just nothing.
Oh, because you don't have $350
Well,
3 times a month to buy
3
Wii's.
times.
2 times, actually.
4.
Unless you want to... Oh, you're talking about more than just Wii. Well, see, you're trader because you're off there.
There's two WEs
Yeah,
here.
every month 2 Wii's.
No, wasn't there another one? There was more, wasn't there?
Oh, and the extra one from the other model from before. They do another one. I forget what it was.
Exactly. So I don't know. I like it, but like I don't think they make it possible for you to collect all
I don't think that's their
Wii's.
goal.
It's not.
No. I actually believe that it's not their goal for you to collect all Wii's. They would love for you to do it, but... Or die trying.
Die trying.
Probably die trying.
I'll die trying. I'm just going to leave it at die trying. Next, the CJRB Knap.
Does make you feel silly for not buying all the Wii's at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's like 150 and 145.
Yeah, but they were... I'm not going to...
I know.
They weren't as nice
Well,
as
they were...
these.
No, they weren't. They really upped their game.
They have upped their game.
All right, let's move us on.
I said the CJRB Knap.
4 versions. We have the carbon fiber and the green G10 one of each, so you can kind of get a taste of them.
Yeah. That's...
We could have got all 4 and lined them up and had a knife.
Who's talking about rain
let me get
right
my
now?
umbrella out.
There you go. There you go. So this knife is 3 inches overall.
Is it?
3 inches.
That's beefy.
It is. I'm wondering how the camera
Tell
goes
us how big that
fit it
blade
in
is.
with 1.18 inch AR RP9 spear point blade. It's got dual-sided plain edges, flat grinds, and sand polished finish on this one. Black finish on this one. There's also black carbon fiber scales, and then it comes in black G10, OD green G10, and white G10. Finishes of the carry also vary.
All right.
Yep.
These guys come with key ring sheath and start at just $37.95 from
Just hang
AtlantiKnife.com.
it there.
I gotta tell you,
Little lanyards.
this kills the old saying about not taking a knife to a gunfight, because you can take this knife to a mice fight anytime you want, and I promise you, you would send that thing running for crumbs.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Everybody already knows we don't like teeny knives. I do see they have a purpose, and that is for you to pick them up and use them for whatever you feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. For a nice little neck knife, that is a nice sheath. I will give them that. You'd have to do some modification.
You just have to get a longer lanyard. That would be
Longer
it.
lanyard,
Yeah, just
Well,
longer.
the only issue you would have there is if you had the longer lanyard and you pulled it out, is your sheath would fall away. And you just have your knife hanging around your neck. So it had to be attached to this somehow. So I'm guessing you're just going to put this in your pocket in your non-TSA search luggage. I mean, I'm not really sure.
TSA. What luggage is that nowadays?
I guess if you're going to sneak it onto the airplane,
You better swallow
you
it.
probably don't have to sneak it. They'd be like, "What's that? It's a knife." No, really.
toothpick.
What is it? It's a toothpick. There you go. I mean, but it's a nice little design. I mean, if they did this in 3 sizes like QSP does with their 9-inch one,
That's exactly
I would
what
buy
I was
this on the
gonna say.
9-inch. I mean,
That's what I was
$109,
gonna
and
say.
they could pick it up, and they're probably listening right now.
I don't know. I'm not a mini knife collector
I'm
or
not normally
carrier,
embarrassed.
so I really can't talk on the travel
Not now.
habits of William Santiago. What I do know They are sharp and good for small cutting tasks.
They are sharp and good for small cutting tasks.
That's what I know.
Okay, moving on
Set to
to
leave
the
the base.
greatest knife ever created, and that is the Boker Smooth Gray Trapper. Jewel likes to refer to it as the 110827, but forget that. It's really not important. Traditional pocket
That's
knife.
debatable.
7.4 inch when blades are open, 4.13 inch when they're closed. Each blade is approximately 3.2 inch with D2 steel, mirror finish, plain single edges. There's one clip point and one spay, and we know what that's used for. Both of which can be opened and closed with a nail nick.
This knife has nickel silver colored bolsters, inlay shield, gray bone scales, and was made in Germany. So it's just $61.16 from AtlanticKnife.com.
There we go.
So it's a fine pocket knife. Anyone who's seen the show should know traditional pocket knives just aren't my bag. But it's good quality for the price, and it's made in Germany. So
That's right.
yep. So traditional pocket knife, like people, I don't know, we should get a name for people who like traditional pocket knives.
We'll just call them C's.
Alright, C's of the world, here's your knife.
Yep, well this one's going to be mine, obviously. So we won't talk any more about it. We know that everybody knows what a traditional pocket knife looks like, and you'll never see this one again because it is going in my cabinet next to the others.
That's great.
But there's others. They're online. Pick them up. Alright, so we're hitting the Artisan Cutlery Kami.
Yep.
Two versions. We have both. This knife has a set 3.78 inch S35VN recurve drop point blade, flat grind, 0.13 thickness, jimping, single plane edge, and comes to about 59 to 61 on the HRC scale. Blade finish on the full gray titanium option is satin, but stonewashed on the green micarta titanium option.
Yep. The blade is open with either the jimped back flipper tab or with the thumb disc, and is then disengaged with frame lock. So just a hair over 8.5 inches overall, which there you go. Both of these knives have titanium clips and backspacers. However, the titanium version showcases damascus accents. Yeah,
She pointed them all out for you.
I did.
Each weighs only 5.04 ounce and comes with pouch cleaning cloth. Get a Kami. Beginning at only $1.99 from AtlanticKnife.com. There's the ding.
Yep.
Well, once again, I don't think I have disliked anything, well, except for... I don't think I've disliked any knife in the last
There
2
you go.
weeks, which has been very, very good for me. I like that. The accent pivot collar here. You know, that's just a standard... What, is that titanium or stainless steel? Did you know that?
The outside pivot collar was damascus.
Damascus, but the inside.
I think it's standard.
So it's just a standard pivot, but it
Yeah.
looks so nice with this Damascus ring around it. That is a tremendous job. I would have never thought that you could just take a basic stainless steel screw, unless it is titanium, which it may be. I didn't check, and just put that pivot collar around it and change the whole look. To me, that is tremendous. Thumb disc, not a huge fan of thumb disc, but I do like them when you're cutting because they're a place for your thumb to rest. Opening, I'm still more the flipper tab person. Excellent jimping, good design for them. So I don't think this one's going to last very long. I think they'll be gone pretty quickly.
I like these. Very nice quality. They both have the jimp back flipper studs for blade deployment, which is something I tend to lean more towards. Quality steel. It's got the frame lock. It's got the S35VN, the titanium. It's all good. Nice knife, Artisan. Nice knife.
Alright friends, that was it. Last knife of the week. Make sure to like, share, comment, and hit the subscribe buttons. Can't speak when you try to speak that fast. As well as ring the bell. That way you're never too far from the best knife and outdoor gear source around. And that's been proven. We polled it.
Yep. As well as all my entered into giveaways last week for July videos giveaways, so not getting chances because an AK member via the link down below or answer the AK trivia question. The link is also below.
I wish you'd talk like that more often.
I'll try.
Alright, favorite knife of the week. Mine. I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm going to surprise you. Yeah, that's definitely it. We won't count that because that's not fair to them. I'm going to go with the Artisan Kami. Yeah, I like that one too. That was actually my favorite. I think it's because of the color combinations. I'm trying not to be biased there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, what's next?
This week, I was carrying the WE X. Yep.
That is hilarious. Didn't even notice that was missing. I have
Didn't need to because
the ZT
this is mine,
Hinderer
so.
Slicer.
Oh, you have the Hinderer.
Mm-hmm.
That's fabulous. Not as good as the X, but a nice second.
I don't know. I think it's probably, this is 20 CV.
I don't think so.
This is probably a little bit better. I guarantee you one thing. It's more durable.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, let's throw yours against the wall and see what happens.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, I'm not throwing mine either. So, well, that's all we got for this week, guys. Thanks for stopping by. As always,
I'm C, and this is...
Joel. Just rain on your parade, Joel.
And we are signing off.
Okay, we're at the pause.
We're being tough.
Flake, come on. Okay, this is not a your paw is. Okay, hey! Move your butt. Okay, go on. Shoot. No, not my shoe.
4-inch when you open it up fully, 4.13 closed, just like most traditional pocket knife. Each blade is approximately 3.2 inch with D2 steel, mirrored finish, plain, single edges. There's one, what are you doing? While I'm talking, you are reaching across me, like they're not going to see that part. Oh, you're going to show the knife the whole time, aren't you?
Shh, you've already put it up, man.
I've screwed it up.
Yep, good job. Good job.
Well, I thought, what the hell is she doing? I mean, you think they ain't gonna notice this?
No.
Alright.
Go on. Jeez. Let it be known that I did not hit a cat. I would never do such a thing. Now push one off a table at a slight angle so it falls. That I will also not do.